evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Chamber of Skulls. Today we have with us this very simple but yet very complex skull with a raven. Now, the whole color complex is up for debate. One could say about a handful of different things on why this is. I'm not going to get into that and tell you my explanation on why I think it's that way. We'll just leave it alone. You use your imagination on why everything is black. Now, obviously, we know the black bird, the crow, the raven, whatever particular set you want this to be. I'm calling it a raven. This one here, let's get beyond all that other happy horseshit. The design on this one is near flawless. I mean, obviously you can't look at any paint overlay. The design on this is nearly flawless. You look at the craftsmanship of the bird alone. You've got the talons, you've got the creases in the feet, the feathers have dimension, feathers have texture. The head feathers and tail feathers separate from the wing feathers, and each different angle of the wing feathers separate from one another. The artist on this one gave this thing depth, gave this thing perspection, gave this thing everything you could imagine from a talented artist. And you look at the skull. The skull is very well done. It's not overdone, it's not underdone. It doesn't look like it was just meant to look stupid, but yet it wasn't meant to look explicit. It's got that simple yet complex look to it. This one here would sit perfectly on any emo gothic display. It would even do great on a nightstand, end table, or a dresser. It would go great for Halloween decor. You could put it on some kind of like an altar if you were into that kind of happy shit. This thing here, it has such a wide variety. Like I said just a minute ago, what you want to use for a definition of why everything is black is up for discussion, up for opinion. So the purpose, the character that holds it, is also up for talk. Like I said, this thing is it's so wide variant of its definition. It would fit perfectly anywhere. This was actually gifted to me last week as the individual had broken up with her boyfriend, which he had given it to her, and as I was getting ready to do my heart, it was given to me, and perfect timing as I'm getting ready to do this video. I didn't have to construct on exactly what I was able to do for you guys. Now, I've got a handful of ideas, but that's besides the point. So this thing came into my lap at the perfect time, gave me 2 videos to work on with the heart, and now this one. So we're going to actually give you a little short video here today. With as simple as this one is, but yet as complex as this one is, we're not going to go into what doesn't need to be done. Or typically I'll talk about the artistry on this. Well, the artistry, there is none. It's black. We'll talk about how the artist went through shading or failed on shading, how the color sheet palette, God, I can't talk today, my head's so full of doing homework. The color palette works out perfectly. Can't do that. We can talk about how the artistry is great minus a couple of major missed areas with overlay or underlay or mist in general. we can't do that. This thing here, if you want to get critical, you look right here, there's a little bit of a flat spot where they're molding it, and the hand might have gotten pushed on it a little too much, or it got ripped on because it's kind of around. It's not perfectly round, so it's possible that between transportation, whether it's a machine that grabbed it or somebody's hand that grabbed it and kind of crinkled it up a little bit. That's the only thing we can say negative about this. Otherwise, this is a fabulous piece. Unfortunately, I can't see it that well with my lighting, as it is dark. I have to have the light right into it. So, like I said, I'm going to leave you guys here with a short video, and I will see you next time. Hopefully, I'll be able to get you guys another surprise video. Right now, I'm thinking that we're going to leave it to 2, but we will see how the next few days goes. But I'm definitely going to work on giving you guys more content than just one time a week. Last week I gave you 3, this week I gave you 2. Let's see how we can push things through and move this through to the next year, bringing in our 3rd year. God, can't even believe it's been that. January, we closed our 1st year. Now this coming January, we're closing our 2nd year and opening our 3rd year. Who would have thought? So, as always, thank you guys for your support. Don't forget to like this video, like my channel, subscribe to this channel, and hit that bell if you want to be reminded of new content coming up. Until next time, you guys have a skull-tastic week, and I will see you on the flip side.